that they made a deal with the devil, and the devil always cheats in the deal. I don't know if it's going to be the big law folks who agreed to do $1 billion worth of free legal work for Trump, finally saying, oh, we've made a deal with the devil, we're out of this. We're not doing it. Fuck you, take away our security clearances. Whatever. I don't know if it's going to be Americans taking to the streets in millions and millions of folks. This tipping point that they want to push you over is to break you individually, to break your spirit, to break your will to resist, and to break your character as an American. And that really is the biggest part of this escalation. Trump wants Americans to rebrand themselves. He wants them to be subjects, not citizens. He wants them to be servants, not people with sovereign rights granted by God and enumerated in a constitution that has stood for 250 years. He wants you to bend a knee and knuckle the forehead and bow, instead of doing what you deserve and have every right to do as an American citizen, which is to stand and to speak out and to fight back. This is not a culture war on the right that they think. This isn't about liberal universities or liberal companies or the deep state or any of their fantasy demons. This is about a group of people around Donald Trump who assertively wish to transform this country into an autocracy. They will only do it, first, if they break institutions to their will, and second, if they break humans and American citizens to their will. Institutions, a few of them, to their credit, are beginning to fight back. Harvard this week told them to fuck off. And that really is the crude and direct answer you really have to take with these people. One of the secret sauces of Trumpian authoritarianism is that they know that DC and Washington and the business community and New York's financial community and Silicon Valley, these are organizational cultures that prize a certain degree of civility and stability and predictability and bounded behavior. This is why Trump in particular hates folks like the Lincoln Project, hates folks like me and Stewart and everybody else in our circle, and a lot of the never Trumpers, because we're not predictable machines anymore. They want less freedom in this country. They want less freedom of action, freedom of thought, freedom of speech in this country. They're going to work at it every day. They're going to try to grind you down every day. Become ungovernable. Be unpredictable. Never, ever, ever think that they can shove you into the boxcar. You should always believe that you have some strength in you that goes beyond this autocratic torture that they're trying to impose on America. You should always believe that you have a strength that goes beyond their ability to arrest enough people, to shut enough mouths, to suppress enough thought and speech. This country was built on great work after great work after great work. Those great works were always hard. We have fought for generations to bend the proverbial arc of history in the right direction in this country. They are trying to shove it in the wrong direction. When slavery was an essential part of the South's economy, it didn't make it not evil. It was evil. It was a universal evil. And over 600,000 Americans gave their lives to defeat it. That work was a great work, but it was not a complete work. It had to go on and on and on. It's still going on today. 100 years after the Civil War ended, we were still fighting about civil rights. Women did not have the right to vote in this country until the beginning of the 20th century. We have worked in this country to defeat fascism, to defeat communism, to defeat the flaws of chattel slavery in our original Constitution. We have worked in this country to defeat and to do great things. And we have done great things as a country. All of that is anathema to them. They want to turn this country back, not 100 years, but 250 years. They want to restore Donald Trump as a king. They want to restore Donald Trump and his administration as a royal monarchical system, post-republic, post-democracy, post-America. They're shoving it as hard as they can. It's important that you never, for a moment, accept that. It's important for never a moment Do you wake up and go, yeah, today's the day I'm okay with Donald Trump being addressed as my lord, or his sons, Uday and Qusay, treated as princes? It's important that you fight this till the last dog dies, as we say down south, because it's going to require a lot of courage in the coming weeks and months. It's going to require a lot of strength. It's going to require being loud, being public, being open, being right in their face every day. The people around Trump increasingly are criminals. And I say that without a blink of an eye. Tom Homan is a kidnapper and a human trafficker. Kristi Noem is a kidnapper and a human trafficker. The people that are dragging American citizens and people here legally to a fucking El Salvadorian death camp are criminals. The people flying those planes are criminals. The people around Donald Trump giving him the legal advice, who know what they are doing is unconstitutional, they're the enablers of a claque of criminals. They are liars, they are frauds, they are criminals, and they are all serving the chief liar, the chief fraud, and the chief criminal. I know this sounds like a lot today. I know this sounds like we're already falling into the abyss. I want you to hold a couple of thoughts in your mind. The tipping point, once again, about each of you individually. The systems and the collapse of law firms and the collapse of big corporations in Trump's direction can be reversed, and it will be. A lot of them are already quickly reversing themselves. They understand the damage that their compromises have done to their reputations and to their businesses and to their futures. A lot of the damage he's doing to human lives can't be reversed, but we can do our best to ameliorate it, to help recompense for it in the future. The damage to this country's spirit and our reputation in the world is tremendous. It's going to take decades to overcome it. It will be a new great work for this country to overcome and undo what he has done. The thing I want you to hold in your heart, the thing that kind of keeps me going sometimes. People say, oh, revenge is a bad motivation. These people will face justice. There will be a day when he is no longer president. There will be a day when the damage they've done, the crimes they have committed, the lives they have brutalized, the Constitution and the institutions that they have destroyed in this country, where they will be held to account. The
How do you spell thorough?
Thorough is spelled Thoroughh.
What is it again?
The generals in Argentina for years, the admirals and generals in Argentina who ran their program of oppression and dissent, they thought nothing could ever happen to us. I mean, we'll never be in. We're in charge forever. A lot of them ended up against a wall. A lot of them ended up in prison. I know we're not supposed to make the analogies to the angry German guy, but hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of senior Nazi officials who went before the Nuremberg Tribunal and said, "Oh, well, we were just following orders." It didn't work out so well for them. A lot of them got to dance the Danny Deever at the end of the noose. There are people who will go further than the law has ever allowed in this country, but they will be held to account someday. You should stick around and fight your hardest to make sure you watch them be held to account. You should be sure to stick around and fight as hard as you can so you can see Stephen Miller perp walked, so you can see Pam Bondi perp walk, so you can see Tom Homan be sentenced to a very long time in prison. These people are a criminal enterprise. Stick around, because the tipping point does not have to be the one they determine. The tipping point can swing back in the other direction. They've already shown you who they are. It's time for you to stand up and show America who you are. And that, folks, is this week's Elephant in the Room.
Go. Yes, little buddy.
Alright, just wanted to let you know. It's
What?
ready. Yeah, it's ready.
Okay, coming up. Thank you.
The Bluetooth device is